Hello and welcome, Stay here. I'm back with another tier list for the units of Total War Warhammer 3. And today, I'm gonna evaluate units for the lady. So yeah, today is Bretonnia time, and because the roster is outrageously outdated, I decided to make a little bit different tier list, because let's face it, it's rough out there for the single guys. I mean, for single in general, but guys suffered most now. So, how the lady would evaluate these units in terms of quality of today's value. So today, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. If you have something against it, just tell me. Tell me, oh Snake, you suck, you did that, oh my god, how could you? But I don't think most of you will bother because of this. I really hope you're not single if you watch this, because life is cruel for you, and I hope you'll find your second half. My advice for single guys, go to a church. Church girls are the best. Yeah, okay, for the lady, let's go. Of course, I have my window opened for a game, so I can see what tier is certain unit, because yeah, I'm old, I can forget stuff, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's go. Bretonnia infantry suffers immense. I mean, their units could be better if not the kind of problem with leadership, because if you go against, I mean, when I go against Bretonnia and there is like one knight unit, I obliterate that knight unit, so all of the infantry suffers leadership penalty. Then I snipe Lord and they're done. The fighting against Bretonnia is one of the easiest things in the game because they're outdated. So in my eyes, infantry, I mean, Bretonnia is pretty much one trick pony. There is just one trick, and the one way you play it. I might be wrong. Maybe I exaggerated a little bit, because you can build infantry army-ish. But the second problem is the peasant economy that makes peasant and units, infantry, being annoying. But this is absolutely never. I mean, I know the peasant mob have some usage, and I know there was a doomstack done correctly with them. I know, but for normal guys that like to play and and never play Bretonnia, can never recruit it. Literally, never recruit peasant mob unless you have nothing else to recruit, which would be very difficult to believe. Peasant mob also need to be in the farming building. Can be recruited from farming building. It's not tier 0 unit. Bretonnia doesn't have a tier 0 unit, which proves another point how much outdated they are. Next, spearmen at arms. Okay, so I just want to show you all the infantry. Spearmen at arms, men at arms, men at arms with shields, men at arms with spearmen at arms with shields, men at arms with polearms, and then there is a foot squires. And everything, I mean, oh wait, there is more. Battle pilgrims, which has the highest leadership amongst the infantry, and Great Relic. This is how I would evaluate their infantry. This is it. If I'm... A problem with these units here, I mean, except for Great Relic, is that they have leadership of a Skaven slave. And in Total War Warhammer, especially in Warhammer 3, they added so much fear and terror units that these units break super fast. They break so fast, it's unbelievable how bad they are. These three units stand a chance against charging units. They can stand and fight longer. So if I am considering something, and to be completely honest, I'm not looking at their stats because, it could be better-ish. Yeah, these units have 40, okay, but 38, 20. Like, in terms of defensive, they're standing, they have a chance. Like, but foot squires compared to, I don't know, spearmen at arms, they have lower melee defense and maybe bigger, higher attack, of course, some bonus versus infantry, some armor piercing. They're okay, considered not bad. But because this is tier 4, it's fucking trash, and it's pissing me off. And same go for battle pilgrims. They don't have the highest stats, but the leadership makes them usable. And to be completely honest, let me adjust it a little bit. No, of course, no. I would absolutely, for a tier 4 unit, this unit is dog shit. It's absolutely dog shit. I know tier 4 units that pretty much are doom stacks. A foot squire army is not a doom stack. It's a crap stack or a fun stack or just the laugh stack. Whatever it is, no. If I'm using something, I'm using these 2 units at best. They're tier 3 and they're not good. They're not good. But when I build up army that needs infantry, it's gonna be these. I'm gonna use those, because I'm gonna use archers, right? And archers are not that good as well. These archers are basic archers. So in terms of making joke about the dating and everything. Friend zone means, okay, at the best, not bad. Never means never. One night stand is pretty much, okay, it's good. And the top relationship is decent, above the average, borderline very good. I mean, I know there's some good units, but Bretonnia suffers from outdated status, and their units need update. And yes, you can have some good units, but it's I cannot say they have like a godlike unit because they do not have it. They don't have a unit that it's so broken, it's ridiculous. And it's good. It's actually good. On to a cavalry. Yeah, this episode must be quick. So, mounted human. Mounted human is something I never recruit. I never recruit unless I am pinned down and I have a slot to recruit. I just take this to just fill the slot. It's fast, light cavalry that it's not gonna do much. Seriously. The cavalry-ish status starts with Knights Errant. It's a shock cavalry, so it's not good in prolonged combat, but it's gonna be like your first cavalry that doesn't gonna suck. Hold on, now let me check one thing. I wanna see. Right, so Knights of the Realm are also one turn recruitable, probably thanks to some vows. Oh no, actually I don't have a vows here. So yeah, and Knights of the Realm are the last one turn, then we have it 2 turns, all the way up to 3 turns. And not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, the Knights Errant are pretty much the same as Knights of the Realm in terms of like quality. I mean, okay, they are a little bit better, but it's just a little bit better. And I don't value them that high. They're the same like tier for me. Of course, note that these are tier 3. Knights of the Realm are tier 3. They're better than Knights Errant, but they're still in the same like level of quality in terms of combat capabilities. And I would say questing knights are the same. But the difference is, okay, questing knights have heavy armor piercing. And they're still tier 3. So they are not bad. Knights of a Realm have okay-ish armor piercing, but they're bonus versus large. But the bonus versus large, okay. Oh my god, it's so hard to evaluate shit. In general, I was huge hater of cavalry. These are not bad, but because they're 2 turns recruitable, for a tier 3 unit, I rather have these in terms of one turn recruitable. But they're still, if I have to count recruiting, it's gonna be brutal for everything here. But no. They are usable for sure. Knights Errant are borderline okay. They're basic. These are already specialized in something. Questing Knights, much better because they have a heavy armor piercing. Heavy. But when I look at the other units, it's something, it's kind of unfair to have it there. Knights of a Realm for tier 3 unit, anti-large, it's not bad. Questing Knights, difference between these two is that Questing Knights required extra turn to recruit. What you get in return is that they are much tougher in prolonged combat. They have insane armor piercing compared to the other ones, so you get trade for something. And I usually have a different lore to recruit those 2-turn units, and then I'm just, merge it. Hell yeah. Bretonnia Knights are really good, but the problem is the duration you need to spend in recruit, and it causes a lot of problem. Grail Knights, really fucking good. Really heavy armor piercing, bonus versus large, magic attack. Shock cavalry again, so not that great in terms of prolonged combat, but they are benefiting on cycle charging, and there is 48 entities. 48 in terms of compared to other 60. Still, they're a little bit heavier, so the mass is bigger, but it's still 1200 mass. It's not impressive, especially when I have on the same tier 4 level Pegasus Knights. And Pegasus Knights are 1. Higher mass, not that much, but 100 more. 24 over 48 entities. Flying, so you can put them wherever you want. And they are just so good. Granted, these guys have lower armor piercing than the Grail Knights. So if you need heavy armor piercing, Pegasus Knights will suffer a little bit more. But still, super fast Pegasus that can fly around. Flying is a benefit. And it's without a doubt, it's really powerful tool. Now, Grail Guardians. Grail Guardians, 32 entities. Low mass, 1200 mass again. It's like the Grail Knights. So Grail Guardians are prolonged combat cav that you can send into a combat. Magic attack. Decent stats. Heavy armor piercing. And they are improved. They're improved if you get the lady, the Fey Enchantress. Fey Enchantress, what does she do to them? Oh, melee attack for Grail Knights and Grail Guardians, and melee defense. Not that much, okay? It's not that impressive. But still, decent stats, decent life. Heavy upkeep? Why? Still heavy upkeep, damn. But the magic attacks makes them so much better versus, I don't know, versus anything that is currently in Warhammer 3 problematic, which are demons. Grail Guardians can deal with demons, which makes them really top tier. And, Jesus, and 2 more left, and let's face it, Royal Hippogriff Knights and Royal Pegasus Knights are dope. Are really dope. But to be completely honest, there is only one unit that can be absolutely here, and it's of course the Royal Hippogriff Knights. Royal Pegasus Knights are dope as well. Tier 5 unit, very strong. Not that much to say. They're improved Pegasus. But you take longer to recruit, because you need 3 turns. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, wait. Royal Hippogriff Knights. No, Royal Pegasus Knights takes also 2 turns. So, it's decent. And it's nice to improvement. But a bigger but than ever.
Honorable noble.
If you have to recruit something, what you gonna pick? Royal Hippogriff Knights that are the same tier, same building. Okay, cost is much higher. But on the other hand, you have 12 over 24 entities, which makes them really good at healing, because they have more life per entity. There's like 700 life-ish, 750, yeah, per life. And here, 24, so the much higher chance for them dying. And also, the armor piercing. The weapon strength. Really fucking good. They're gonna shred stuff up. So, in terms of Bretonnia, it's only one winner, and it's just one winner. There is no better unit in my eyes than the Royal Hippogriff Knights. And it's a shame. But the other units here, they don't suck. They are very good. When these are okay. I mean, Grail Guardians... Jesus, the Grail Knights. I always miss those two. These are great, but the recruitment time takes forever. Mounted Yemen with the bowman, fuck that, and trebuchet. I mean, what can you say about the artillery? This one is decent. I found trebuchets to be really accurate for some reason, and they're good. They're good. But the blessed one is better because magic shots. Difference, tier 5, tier 2. So it takes a long time to improve it. Unless you use Warband Upgrade mod, that lets you upgrade in every race based on the experience, which is awesome. And yeah, that's it. That's for the lady. That's what lady would evaluate here. Absolutely. Chad is the Royal Hippogriffs. Everything is below. But that's my opinion. Let me know in a comment, what do you think? Did you like this video? Yes or no? If you put dislike, I will know you didn't. So, but comment would actually tell me what exactly I did wrong, so I can prove. In the meantime, you're awesome if you lasted that long. Thank you for watching. Good luck out there in the world if you're single. And take care. And bye-bye.